90 Day Fiancé fans are in absolute shock after Andrei Castravet and his sister-in-law, Jenn Potthast, made explosive claims that could completely change how viewers see their entire journey on the show. For years, Andrei has been one of the most controversial figures in the franchise. From the moment he appeared alongside his wife, Elizabeth Potthast, drama followed him everywhere. He argued with her siblings, clashed with her father Chuck, and constantly found himself at the center of intense family fights. Viewers labeled him controlling, toxic, aggressive, and even one of the biggest villains in 90 Day Fiancé history. But now, Andrei is claiming that much of what fans saw on television was not exactly what it seemed. According to recent statements, Andrei and Jenn revealed that several of the biggest storylines involving the Potthast family were either heavily exaggerated or completely staged. One of the most dramatic arcs revolved around the so-called family real estate business. Fans watched explosive arguments about money, power, and a supposed $100,000 investment. There were scenes where Andrei appeared determined to take over the business, pushing Elizabeth's siblings out and demanding a larger role. The tension felt real, the anger looked genuine, and the fallout seemed permanent. However, Jenn reportedly clarified that only Chuck and Dan were actually working together in business, and the storyline that portrayed the entire family as equal partners was not accurate. Even more surprising, Andrei allegedly admitted that creating the illusion of a bigger family business conflict was partly his idea. He explained that reality television often requires heightened drama to keep viewers engaged. By presenting a power struggle, it made for compelling episodes and ensured more screen time. The infamous $100,000 investment drama, which caused massive backlash online, was also described as exaggerated for the cameras. This revelation left fans questioning whether the emotional confrontations they watched season after season were carefully orchestrated scenes rather than authentic family breakdowns. Elizabeth Potthast has also faced heavy criticism throughout her time on the show. Many viewers accused her of enabling Andrei's behavior and refusing to hold him accountable. She often defended him during heated arguments and appeared to distance herself from her siblings. Recently, Elizabeth hinted that editing played a major role in shaping her public image. In a social media post, she implied that important context was removed from scenes, making her look worse than she felt was fair. She suggested that producers sometimes cut out moments that would have balanced the narrative, choosing instead to focus on reactions that fueled controversy. Andrei has never shied away from embracing his villain reputation. On spin-offs and Talal episodes, he doubled down on his bold personality, arguing with cast members and refusing to back down from confrontations. His feud with other cast members sparked further outrage, with some fans demanding that TLC remove him from the franchise entirely. Despite the backlash, Andrei seemed unbothered. Now, his recent comments suggest he may have been in on the drama all along. Aware that playing the antagonist kept him relevant and guaranteed more appearances, Jenn Potthast's involvement in the revelation added another layer of intrigue. For years, she appeared to genuinely dislike Andrei. Their arguments were some of the most intense moments in the series. Yet, she now claims she never truly hated him the way it seemed on screen. According to her, editing amplified their disagreements and removed lighter or more neutral interactions. She even praised the production team's ability to craft a compelling storyline out of ordinary disagreements. That statement alone stunned fans who believed the hatred between them was authentic and deeply personal. Reactions online have been divided. Some viewers say they always suspected that the drama was manufactured. Reality television has long faced accusations of scripted scenarios and producer influence. These fans argue that it is entertainment first and reality second. Others feel betrayed, believing they invested years emotionally into storylines that may not have been genuine. One commenter expressed frustration, saying that they knew the family dynamics felt exaggerated but still hoped the emotions were real. Another fan suggested that Andrei and Elizabeth might be revealing secrets because their time on the franchise is coming to an end. The controversy also raises larger questions about how reality television operates. Producers often guide conversations, encourage confrontation, and edit footage to create cohesive narratives. While cast members are not typically given scripted lines, they may be prompted to revisit topics or intensify discussions. The final product viewers see is a polished storyline, shaped by countless hours of footage. In that process, nuance can be lost, and certain personalities can be highlighted as heroes or villains depending on the arc producers want to tell. For Andrei, being the villain may have been strategic. Controversial cast members tend to generate strong reactions, which translates into ratings, social media engagement, and ongoing relevance. Love him or hate him, people talked about him. That constant conversation likely secured his place across multiple seasons and spin-offs. By admitting that some elements were staged, he risks backlash, but also regains control of the narrative. Instead of being the aggressive outsider, he becomes a savvy participant who understood the game. As for Elizabeth, her recent hints about editing suggest she wants viewers to reconsider their judgments. She has endured years of online criticism, with many accusing her of hypocrisy and poor decision-making. If key moments were cut, it could explain why certain conflicts seemed one-sided. Still, fans remain skeptical, pointing out that editing alone cannot create behavior that never happened. Words were spoken, arguments took place, and reactions were visible. Whether intensified or not, the tension existed on some level at this point. It remains unclear how TLC will respond to these claims. Networks rarely address allegations about scripted content directly. Reality shows operate in a gray area where authenticity and entertainment overlap. Contracts often include confidentiality clauses, making it surprising that cast members would speak openly about behind-the-scenes decisions. If more former participants begin sharing similar experiences, the credibility of certain storylines could face deeper scrutiny. For now, the fanbase is left debating what was real and what was crafted for television. Some viewers feel disappointed, while others shrug it off as part of the reality TV formula. The bigger question may be whether this revelation changes anything moving forward. Will audiences continue watching with the same emotional investment, or will they approach future seasons with skepticism? One thing is certain, Andrei Castravet has once again placed himself at the center of controversy. Whether he was the villain, the mastermind, or simply a willing participant in a dramatic edit, he ensured that his name remains part of the conversation. And in the world of reality television, staying relevant is often the ultimate goal. As more details emerge, fans will be watching closely to see if additional cast members confirm or deny these claims. Until then, the line between reality and entertainment on 90 Day Fiancé appears blurrier than ever. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for more 90 Day Fiancé updates. After the shocking revelations from Andrei Castravet and Jenn Potthast, fans are questioning everything they thought they knew about the show. Andrei, long known for his controversial behavior and villain persona, has admitted that much of the on-screen drama was staged or exaggerated. Jenn explained that the infamous family business feud, including the so-called $100,000 investment, was largely fabricated for television. According to her, only Dan and Chuck were actually involved in the business, and the storyline portraying Andrei as attempting to take over the family business was partly his own idea. To make the episodes more dramatic, fans also learned that many of the arguments and confrontations shown on camera were edited to heighten tension and create a more entertaining narrative. Elizabeth Potthast, who often defended her husband on screen, has hinted that crucial footage was removed, making her reactions look worse and amplifying the controversy. In one social media post, she uploaded a video of herself with a text overlay saying, "Me remembering what they edited out," subtly implying that much of what fans saw was manipulated. These revelations have divided viewers. Some feel vindicated, saying they always suspected reality TV storylines were exaggerated, while others feel betrayed, realizing that emotional conflicts they invested in may not have been fully real. Despite the backlash, Andrei appears unbothered, proudly embracing the villain role and explaining that playing the antagonist helped him stay relevant across multiple seasons and spin-offs. Jenn also praised the production team for their editing work, noting how ordinary disagreements were turned into highly dramatic stories. Fans reacted online with disbelief, some stating they knew the drama was fake all along, while others are relieved that the truth has finally come out. The controversy raises broader questions about reality television and how storylines are constructed. Producers often encourage conflicts, guide conversations, and edit footage to craft compelling narratives. While cast members may not have scripted lines, the final product is carefully curated to maximize drama and engagement. For Andrei and Elizabeth, revealing the staged elements of their story may be an attempt to control the narrative and reclaim their public image. Viewers continue to debate the authenticity of the franchise, wondering whether they can trust future seasons or if every interaction will be viewed through a lens of skepticism. One thing is certain, the line between reality and entertainment on 90 Day Fiancé is blurrier than ever, and Andrei Castravet remains one of the most talked about figures in the franchise. Fans are now waiting to see if TLC or other cast members will respond to these revelations, and whether more behind-the-scenes truths will come to light in the coming months. Until then, the Potthast family saga continues to spark discussions, reactions, and intrigue across social media, keeping 90 Day Fiancé at the center of reality TV controversy. The story does not end there, as Andrei Castravet and Jenn Potthast continue to speak out. Fans are learning even more behind-the-scenes details that challenge everything previously shown on television. Andrei has openly admitted that he often contributed to staging dramatic confrontations to make the show more compelling. He acknowledged that some of the fights, intense arguments, and emotional breakdowns were amplified for the cameras, and that producers selectively edited footage. To highlight conflict, Elizabeth Potthast has also weighed in, suggesting that key moments were cut to make certain situations appear worse than they actually were. She indicated that viewers only saw a portion of the truth, with the text overlay in one video saying, "Me remembering what they edited out," subtly revealing that her on-screen image was carefully constructed by production. Fans reacted with shock and disbelief, debating whether the high-drama moments, family feuds, and Andrei's villain persona were authentic or scripted. Some expressed relief at finally understanding that reality TV often prioritizes entertainment over truth, while others felt disappointed that many emotional storylines may not have been entirely real. The infamous business dispute, which had fans convinced that Andrei tried to take over the family company and caused tension with Elizabeth's siblings, was described as largely fabricated. Jenn clarified that only Dan and Chuck were involved in the business, and Andrei's idea to stage the conflict created dramatic story arcs for the show. Online reactions varied from outrage to amusement, with some viewers praising the honesty of Andrei and Jenn for exposing the truth, and others criticizing them for admitting to what many feel was deceptive behavior. The controversy has reignited discussions about the nature of reality television, where producers guide conversations, suggest confrontations, and edit footage to create a cohesive narrative. While participants may not follow strict scripts, the outcome is often a carefully designed story, blending real emotions with constructed scenarios. Andrei's willingness to... The controversy surrounding Andrei Castravet and Elizabeth Potthast continues to grow. Fans are now scrutinizing every episode of 90 Day Fiancé, questioning which moments were authentic and which were carefully orchestrated by producers to maximize drama. Andrei has consistently maintained that he played the villain role knowingly, understanding that intense conflict would keep him relevant across multiple seasons and spin-offs. His open admission that certain fights, confrontations, and emotional breakdowns were staged has left viewers shocked, but also curious about the true dynamics of the Potthast family. Elizabeth's hints regarding editing have added another layer of intrigue. She suggested that crucial parts of footage were removed to make her reactions seem more extreme than they actually were, while subtle moments that could have softened her image were never shown. One of her posts included a video with a text overlay stating, "Me remembering what they edited out," implying that the audience only ever saw a portion of reality. The infamous family business dispute, which had fans convinced that Andrei tried to take control and create tension with Elizabeth's siblings, was largely fabricated according to Jenn Potthast. Jenn explained that only Dan and Chuck were actively involved in the business, and that the dramatic storyline depicting Andrei as attempting a hostile takeover was a concept he proposed to make the episodes more entertaining. Fans responded online with a mix of disbelief, outrage, and curiosity. Many admitted that reality television often exaggerates conflicts for dramatic effect, while others expressed frustration, saying that they invested emotional energy into storylines that may not have been entirely real. This revelation has reignited debates about the nature of reality TV, where producers guide discussions, suggest confrontations, and heavily edit footage to craft cohesive, high-drama narratives. Cast members may not have scripted lines, but they are often prompted to revisit topics, react intensely, and highlight certain story arcs that align with the producer's vision. Andrei's villain persona, while controversial, was a strategic choice that ensured continuous screen time, social media discussion, and relevance in the franchise. Elizabeth, meanwhile, appears to be reclaiming her narrative by emphasizing how editing shaped her on-screen character. The Potthast family saga now serves as a case study of the blurred line between authentic reality and entertainment, showing how perspective, production choices, and selective storytelling can manipulate viewers' perception. As more behind-the-scenes truths emerge, fans are left reconsidering the show, the cast's behavior, and the emotional weight they gave to each episode. Questions about authenticity, manipulation, and the ethics of reality television continue to dominate discussions online. Despite all the controversy, the franchise remains highly popular, illustrating how drama, whether real or constructed, drives viewership. The revelations from Andrei and Jenn may forever change how fans approach 90 Day Fiancé. Adding a layer of skepticism and analysis to every interaction on screen, viewers now debate how much they can trust the show and whether futures will be seen as genuine or entirely produced for entertainment. In the end, the saga of Andrei, Elizabeth, and the Potthast family highlights the complex interplay between reality, performance, and production, leaving fans both captivated and questioning the world behind the cameras. The saga of Andrei Castravet, Elizabeth Potthast, and the entire Potthast family continues to dominate conversations across social media. The revelations about staged drama, selective editing, and orchestrated conflicts have fundamentally changed how viewers perceive 90 Day Fiancé. For years, audiences witnessed heated arguments, intense family feuds, and the infamous villain persona of Andrei, believing that what they saw was an authentic depiction of reality. Now, with Jenn Potthast and Andrei exposing behind-the-scenes manipulations, fans are beginning to understand how much of what they thought was genuine was actually constructed for entertainment purposes. Every facial expression, every raised voice, and every emotional breakdown could have been influenced by production choices, selective filming, and careful editing. Elizabeth, who often defended Andrei against her family members, has hinted that her on-screen image was manipulated. The video she shared with the text overlay, "Me remembering what they edited out," showed subtle reactions that never made it to air, suggesting that producers chose scenes that heightened conflict while omitting moments that could have softened her portrayal. The infamous family business storyline, which centered on a supposed $100,000 investment and Andrei allegedly trying to take control of the company, has also been clarified by Jenn. She revealed that only Chuck and Dan were actually involved in the business and that the dramatic storyline depicting Andrei attempting to usurp control was largely fabricated at his own suggestion to increase tension for television. Fans reacted with a mix of disbelief, outrage, and fascination, sparking debates about reality television, the ethics of production, and how much authenticity is truly present in these shows. Some viewers admitted that reality TV often exaggerates conflicts, while others expressed disappointment at investing emotional energy into storylines that were not entirely real. As these revelations continue to surface, it is clear that reality television operates in a space between truth and entertainment, carefully balancing cast behavior with narrative crafting to ensure maximum engagement. Andrei's strategic embrace of the villain persona ensured that he remained relevant across multiple seasons, generating social media buzz, interviews, and attention from both fans and critics. Elizabeth, meanwhile, seeks to reclaim her narrative by highlighting how editing influenced public perception of her character. The ongoing saga demonstrates how perspective, production choices, and selective storytelling can manipulate viewers' understanding of events. As more behind-the-scenes truths come to light, fans are left reevaluating not only 90 Day Fiancé, but also the broader reality television industry. Viewers are now scrutinizing each interaction, each conflict, and each reaction with heightened skepticism, realizing that what appears on screen may be only a portion of reality, carefully curated for maximum dramatic effect. Despite these revelations, the franchise maintains its popularity, proving that drama, whether authentic or constructed, continues to captivate audiences worldwide. The Potthast family story, with all its controversy, villainy, and staged moments, has become a defining example of the blurred line between reality and entertainment, leaving fans deeply engaged, endlessly discussing, and always anticipating what will happen next in the lives of Andrei, Elizabeth, and the rest of the family. The story continues to unfold with even more revelations and behind-the-scenes details. As the franchise progressed, viewers began noticing patterns in the editing, recurring storylines, and dramatic peaks that seemed almost too perfect to be real. Andrei Castravet has openly discussed how much of the tension portrayed on screen was influenced by production decisions, selective filming, and strategic storyline crafting. According to him, certain arguments and conflicts were emphasized or reshot to create the impression of heightened drama, while more mundane or conciliatory moments were often cut to maintain the narrative of him as the villain. Jenn Potthast echoed these claims, noting that the family business feud and other dramatic conflicts were partially orchestrated, and that the show often blurred the line between authentic emotion and produced entertainment. Elizabeth's social media hints further support these revelations, showing that key moments were edited out and giving fans a glimpse into what was left unseen. The infamous $100,000 investment storyline, which caused outrage among viewers, has been revealed to be largely fabricated. Only Chuck and Dan were truly involved in the business, and Andrei's suggestion to stage conflicts around control and money ensured episodes were tense and engaging for the audience. Fans have reacted with a mixture of shock, anger, and fascination. Some admitted they suspected reality TV storylines were manipulated, while others felt deceived after investing emotional energy into what they believed were genuine family disputes. The conversation around these revelations has also sparked broader debates about the nature of reality television, production ethics, and how much of what is shown can truly be considered reality. Cast members may not be given full scripts, but producers often guide conversations, encourage confrontations, and edit footage to create compelling story arcs. The end result is a narrative that blends real emotions with orchestrated situations to maximize entertainment value. Andrei's conscious adoption of the villain persona, despite the backlash, ensured continued relevance, attention, and social media discussion, making him one of the most talked about figures in the franchise. Elizabeth, in contrast, appears focused on restoring her narrative by revealing the extent to which editing shaped her on-screen character. As more details emerge, fans are now scrutinizing every episode with heightened awareness, analyzing interactions, arguments, and conflicts for potential production influence. The Potthast family saga has become emblematic of the blurred line between reality and entertainment, showing how editing, production decisions, and strategic casting can manipulate viewers' perceptions. Despite the controversy, 90 Day Fiancé remains highly popular, demonstrating that drama, whether authentic or constructed, continues to captivate audiences. The ongoing story of Andrei, Elizabeth, and the family not only provides insight into reality TV production, but also engages fans in conversations about authenticity, perception, and the ethics of storytelling. Each new revelation invites further discussion, speculation, and curiosity about what might be real, what is edited, and what is orchestrated for maximum impact. As the franchise evolves, audiences remain captivated, constantly weighing the fine line between the reality they see on screen and the reality that exists behind the cameras.